If you didn't hate me before, you don't hate me now. You telling yourself it's for all your people. You do this shit, lies become the truth.
We got money on those streets. We need to protect it.
You ain't never had an enemy like me, Kanan.
I had you as an enemy my whole life.
Your mom's is out the game. Everybody else need to get the out the way.
Can't live with him. Can't live with him.
This is a Southside Jamaica Queen story.
What's up, glass niggas? This your boy J Miles, and I am back with another video. And you know what to do. If you're new, go ahead, hit that subscribe button, leave a like, comment, let me know what you think, but most importantly, make sure you share it with your ugly ass friends. Now, on today's video, we will be covering another Power Book 3, Raising Kanan. And this video right here is titled, Who Was Behind the Window? Well, basically, more importantly, you know, this is the theory of Unique taking out Lou. Because as we know, Lou has been the one that's been at the top that everyone has been talking about on who took out, you know, who is going to be the first domino to fall. Like, you know, of all of the big characters that remain, you know, Lou, Marvin, Rock, Unique. We know Kanan and Juke's not going to fall. So, you know, those are the ones that, of course, that are on the table that we're curious. So, with that being said, we all are leaning towards Lou. And there's a possibility, you know, that we think Kanan could have accidentally shot him. But there's also another possibility that is out there that I want to give you guys in this particular video. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and get into it. Now, on one of my previous videos, I said to you guys that I believe what happened after this scene here is going to tell the story of something big, right? And I told you last time I did the video, the first theory on the death of Lou, what I thought could be a possibility. And I want to kind of bring that back in this video, but kind of tweak it this time. So I want to show you guys again how, you remember when Kanan was talking to his mom and he pointed the gun at her, right? And then when he was pointing the gun at her here, he looked as if he seen someone else behind her, because there's a window, you know, that's behind Rock where you could see people possibly moving. You can see the silhouette of them, maybe, right? So I think Kanan may have saw the silhouette of someone when he did this. But anyway, take a quick look at this.
Just find out how to do this right. So you can't take nobody else away from me.
So you've seen him kind of, you know, flinch a little bit, right? Almost as if he's seen someone in the background. And you see the window here behind Rock. And actually, this isn't the first time that we actually seen something like this.
How they say, you gotta have eyes in the back of your head. Like you need to see all the shit that's coming at you all the time from everywhere. In real life, in this here game, don't matter where your eyes at.
So as you just seen, there was a silhouette at the window. Just like similar to what we are seeing, you know, similar to what we are seeing here when Kanan is pointing the gun at Rock and that window is behind her. So like we just sat here and watched, Kanan flinched as if he seen someone behind her. And I believe he did, just like what we just saw when Unique and Rock was, sitting in her house. And then, of course, that turned out to be Stefano and his man, right? So my theory is Kanan absolutely saw someone behind this, behind the window, but this time it turns out to be Lou. I think Lou is going to end up showing up because, like I told you, I still believe that possibly when Jukebox, remember I talked about also on the other video that Jukebox is going to have a moment where she, was looking, when she was making a phone call and they didn't show. The first call she made, whoever that person was didn't pick up, and we believe that person was none other than Rock. That's the first person she was calling because it just makes the most sense for her to be calling Rock first because she knows that's the person that Kanan is targeting, right? So if she knows that Kanan is targeting Rock, she's gonna make a call. She didn't answer. So the next call was probably to her dad, and after the dad would be the uncle. So like I said, I believe that more than likely the person that that Kanan seen behind it turned out to be Uncle Lou. He didn't know who it was at first, and then later he finds out that it's Lou. And then the scene, the next one, where we end up seeing Lou look like he's struggling with someone. This could turn out to, like I said, it could be a couple things. It could be him moving Rock out of the way and he gets hit, or this could be him fighting off Kanan for the gun. I think I mentioned that in another video before as well. Actually, that was a live, I believe. But anyways, he could have been fighting Kanan off. So let's go with the theory that he was fighting Kanan off here, getting the gun from him. And let's say he's successful at actually taking the gun from Kanan, and Kanan ends up fleeing the scene. So Lewis didn't end up dying here, right? Because what makes me believe that Lou ended up making it past this thing, because I would believe that, the scene between Rock and Kanan would more than likely be the opening scene. I mean, it makes the most sense. So, I mean, I think it's safe to say that, that's the opening scene, right? So with that being the opening scene, if it wouldn't make sense for, the exclusive clip that we just recently got, from the exclusive clip that we just recently got from
It's going.
Stars.
How you know? Because we taking all his shit and he ain't doing nothing about it. Got a spot for you if you lucky. I know you didn't just ask me if I want to.
So as you can see in this little clip here, right, pretty much Marvin is mad at Kanan here, but he's not to the point that he looks like he's ready to kill him. Damn near. So I think he's just upset with Kanan because he probably got the word that Kanan pulled the gun on her, but he didn't shoot her yet. You know what I'm saying? So that's why here Marvin is mad, but he didn't, he's not taking any actions yet because, no harm has been done as of yet. Right? Now,
For you. I don't know who Breeze is. Who the fuck you think you are? I don't work for you, Kanan. You work for me. You wanna stay on the stand, you boy? I don't give a fuck how many niggas you drop, how many corners you take. You will never be above me.
So, with that being said, this seems like Lou is still alive here. You know what I'm saying? Like, because like I said, he's not mad enough yet. That's my opinion. So I believe he just stole some work, like I told you in my previous video. He stole some work from Rock and Marvin, perhaps him and Breeze. They robbed some of their people, stole some corners. That is what's going on in that one, and that probably would make sense of why, it's saying in the description of episode 2 how Kanan and Breeze's enterprise is growing stronger, because they're taking corners from Rock and Marvin, right? So back to it, this is what I could possibly see happening, because he's looking, keep in mind, Marvin is looking for Unique, right? Marvin is looking for Unique because he believes Neek probably you know what? It kind of, who knows? Maybe Lou is dead here. It's crazy. I was thinking about this midway through it. Maybe Lou is dead here because he's looking for Neek. Why is he looking for Neek? No. You know what? I got it, last niggas. And this how y'all know I don't be writing I don't be scripting my shit. My shit be straight off the dome. But anyways, I had to just remember that, keep in mind, Neek did take shots at him. So that's the reason why he's looking for Neek right now. He's hunting Neek because of the shots he took at him, not because Lou is dead. Because like I told you, the conversation that they just had didn't make sense. I believe it's not until we get this scene that Lou is dead. So that means Lou will probably die at the end of this episode 1, not the beginning. Lou will die because this is what I believe is going to go down. Y'all ready for it, last niggas? So, how Breeze and Kanan are moving is that, because we heard, Breeze tell Kanan this during the trailer. He said, everybody, now that your mom's out the game, everybody else needs to get the F out the way, right? So they looking at it as everybody can get it. They need to get out of our way. This is our time. All the old heads gotta go, right? And after Lou just did what he did, stopped him from taking out Rock, Kanan is now looking at Lou as an enemy as well, even though we know Marvin, I would say Lou is probably Kanan's favorite uncle. I think everybody that's familiar with this show can agree he's the favorite uncle. Like, he fuck with Marvin, but he fuck with Lou a little bit more, right? So with that being said, people, after keep in mind, he wasn't happy about when Lou told him about Rock being the realest nigga you ever know and being back on Rock's side. He wasn't happy about that situation. But, I believe he probably let that go. But after this next stunt he just did, that probably was it for him. So this is what he probably did, people. I believe shortly after Lou's visit here, in the midst of this, once Rock was able to, get out of it being shook because she almost died by the hands of her own son, she probably mentioned to Lou, which was going to turn out to be a fatal mistake. She probably mentioned to Lou that, I asked Lou about the situation with Unique. Because keep in mind, Lou had just kidnapped Neek's son and his son and his girlfriend, right? Pernessa. So with him doing that, I think Kanan will backdoor them shortly after this, because he just overheard it coming from Lou and Rock. He's gonna reach out to Neek, very similar to something else we have already seen. Remember this scene here? When this comes from episode 501 of OG Power, where when Ghost, Kanan, and Tommy had Dre against the ropes, and they was getting ready to take him out, but Tariq warned him and told him to run. And that put him on game gave him the drop to be able to escape. So I believe the same type of situation will happen here in Raising Kanan. Because keep in mind, like I've told y'all, Courtney Kemp has said that Tariq reminded Kanan of his young self. So what he did is he reached out to Neek shortly after leaving Rock's house and told him that that Rock and Marvin and Lou were after his family. That put Lou on game. That put Unique on game to be able to know what was going on, and that is why. I believe here, Neek probably asked Kanan, "Why are you telling me this to portray your own family?" Right? And shortly after that, he's gonna shortly after that, Kanan is going to tell him, he can't trust his family, he don't fuck with them no more, or something similar to that, right? And I believe that's the reason why Unique. Shit, I'm really fucking up these names right now. My bad, Atlantics. But anyways, that's the reason why Neek is gonna tell him, well, you know what they say about family. Can't live without them, can't live without them. And then he's gonna go to rescue his family, and that could be potentially where we end up seeing that could be the part where we end up seeing Neek and Akbar there. Because we seen a little exclusive clip with Neek and Akbar in a gunfight. That could be what's going on when he's trying to go back and rescue Pernessa. And ultimately what I'm saying here, it could turns out that since he gets the drop on him, Neek ends up taking out Lou. Keep in mind, episode 1, titled By Blood, says Kanan makes a move that changes the Thomas family forever. Unique tries to regain a foothold in Queens as Bree's new drug enterprise takes shape, with the Thomas family's dominance facing collapse. A bitter Kanan fully embraced his ruthlessness. And it's more of that at the bottom. But anyways, the part that matters the most is the part that I'm talking about at the top. The move that he makes that changes the Thomas family forever is he backstabs them, betrays the family by telling Unique that Lewis has his family, and it puts Lou in a vulnerable situation to get knocked off. And that is when we get this funeral. Now, who knows? It could happen in the midway throughout the episode. And the funeral does still happen in episode, because we do get a funeral in episode 1. But I don't know. The way these things is moving, it looking like it could potentially play out a little differently from what I said prior in my earlier video. So definitely let me know, good people. With this new exclusive clip that we got, could it be possible that your boy Unique will turn out to be the one that takes out Lou? Let me know all of that and more in these comment sections. But like usual, if you're cool with me, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, leave a like, comment, let me know what you think. But most importantly, make sure you share with your glad friends. Until the next video, I'm out.